Welcome to Sports Life Talk.
Hey,
Cause this is Sports Life Talk.
hey,
You rock it with Sports Life Talk.
Life Talk.
Hot topics
Yeah.
with Sports Life Talk.
Come on.
So come and get you some Sports Life Talk.
Life.
They let us in the game, now we calling the shots. Things will never be the same, so
Yeah.
forget what you thought. Cause
Yeah.
life without sports ain't nothing but talk. Here we go now, finally a show that makes your heart pound. Profound, wonder what's running up through your thoughts now. About to drown our podcast, that be watered down. Tell them clowns it's a new era, and it's starting now. Five total strangers, the 5 Power Rangers, approaching Sports Life Talk from 5 different angles. Get ready for the change up. We done turned the flame up. The topics that we bring up, we about to blow this thing up. Yeah, let's get it cracking. KT the head coach and Miss Manhattan. Gemini Jones hold the throne, she be calling them out. Mr. United Surgeon B. Jones, the mouth of the South. From the cover athlete to the year of the week, we got what you need. We dropping what's hot in the streets, from copping new sneaks to locals popping, doing big things. From gossip and tea, let Kimberly pour you a dream. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, let the show begin. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, now let the show begin.
Let's go. Let's give a round of applause for the dopest podcast. Sports Life Talk. Turn it up. Tell a friend. The revolution has begun, and it will be televised. Let's go.
And today is SLT Collaboration number 13, featuring J Kruz from 97.9 The Beat. So,
My
you are
favorite
a
radio station.
and TV personality. All right. So,
Hey,
I like that.
represent.
So we'd like to welcome you to the show. Thank you for doing this little collaboration show with us.
Ain't nothing little about this.
You are so right.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we like to hear there.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what I like to hear. That's what I love to hear.
Oh my! Oh wait, are we? Man, what are you talking about? Hold on, we
I'm
we still talking about?
Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Take it away,
Well, you
KT.
know, it's funny. We all do that. We all say, "Yo, I got a little project. I got a little mixtape. I got a little job that I'm a little weak." We downplay our own things because I think it's more like a precautionary, just in case we don't, or it's not really big, so you don't try to overblow it up. Like, yo, I got this little shirt I'm working on. You want to look? You know what I mean? It's kind of like let's kill the word little, right?
I love it. I love that.
Like that.
All right. So to initiate you into the SLT Nation, you got to give us your top 5 hip hop artists.
I'll give you a list, but this can't be like put on my tombstone
All right.
because I think questions like these are ever changing. J Cole, Talib Kweli,
Quality.
I mean, you know, it's hard because there's some guys who had like short careers, but they were super dope. Like Cannabis in the beginning of his career, like Cannabis, like what?
Can I bust?
Like he made a mistake of dissing LL because LL was loved by the women in the industry and he was an icon. So you, regardless of what you're saying, like his diss to LL was dope as fuck. It was dope.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. I will
good.
say this. J Kruz, you are 100% correct. I've had that debate multiple times.
Absolutely.
On that track. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4? On that track.
He's
with-
like
with
your whole career, something with women, women who wear high heels, and you know, like the whole ring thing, like. And then he did the whole Excalibur. LL came back with his whole verse, and then LL was decent. Even hit Cannabis's first album, okay, which a lot of people blamed on Wyclef for not being what people wanted it to be. But it literally, there's a song about him being sperm and traveling through the woman's womb to be the first one to fertilize the ovary, the egg. It's bananas. The song, the song to me is timeless. It's a timeless piece. But again, not everybody heard it, and people don't care. So All these questions you're asking me are all opinion. Cannabis, I'll throw them out there just to throw them out there.
You got one more.
Eminem. I'll just say M. Again, please don't hold me by
Good
this
answer.
list, y'all. Because for real, like I could say, I want Kendrick on my list. I want Mos Def on my list. I want Redman, Method Man, the whole Wu-Tang on my list. I want, like this. That's not a fair question. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Especially for somebody with a musical background like yourself. I mean,
just a fan, because I know guys who could break down dates and albums. Like when it comes down to specific details about certain things, don't ask me like what the name of the album was or the year. Or I know guys who are really like encyclopedias about that shit. But am I passionate about what I loved about the music and the era when I grew up? Absolutely. We could talk about it all day.
Who you pointing at, Pam?
I was trying to get you, but I never get the pointing thing correct.
Oh, KT?
Because oh my God.
Oh, y'all know DJ Menace?
No, I don't know DJ.
Yeah,
DJ Menace is a DJ on the beat, and he's also on 94.5. He's a white dude. Originally, I'm not sure where, but New York. He did this. He is a walking, talking hip hop encyclopedia. I promise you. If it's hip hop, man,
he knows it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't profess to be like, but yes, I have a passion for it, and I can speak on it. Absolutely.
All right. Even though I see in the background one of the teams, so I'm kind of afraid to, ask this question. But give us your favorite sports teams. Yeah, that's the one I was afraid of. Yeah.
What is that?
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mine is signed by a couple of players, and don't ask me who they were or whatever, because it was a long time ago. But my radio career started in the Berg, so I interviewed a lot of the players during those years. Me and he caught the
Santonio Holmes.
Me and Santonio used to chill in the club, drink all the time, bro. All that was my man. Ben Roethlisberger came to my I don't want to say what age it was, but he came to one of my birthday parties when I was in the Berg. He did.
Nice.
He did. He showed up. He wouldn't take pictures with me, and then 10 minutes later, he's taking pictures with these white girls.
He ain't spent a lot of time in the bathroom, did he?
That's not funny. That's not funny.
So basketball, is it the Mavs just because we see the Luka Doncic jersey in the background there?
Well, yeah, I do that out of loyalty for Dallas, and not to say that I don't love basketball. I love to play it. My son is a big fan, but overall, I'm not a guy who watches ESPN 24/7. I'll put it like that, okay? But growing up in the Berg, we don't have a basketball team,
Right.
so we don't. Like basketball, like we play, but we really don't go running out. I didn't grow up running home to watch a basketball game. You know what I mean? Not for me. But I grew to love Dallas before Luka. I was like, if I'm gonna embrace something, like shout outs to the Cowboys, respectable franchise all the way. Got to give them credit, all that. But I can't. Like again, I'll cheer for them here and there. Like but the Mavs, I feel like I could own better. Like I could own that than the Cowboys. I can't. Again.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Right on. So obviously, I think
shout out to Mavs.
Most people would obviously know you as a on-air personality from 97.9, but I think I know a lot of your background because obviously we're also friends outside of this. But I guess tell our audience like how long have you been doing radio and being an on-air personality and how you got to where you got to today.
All right, so I've been doing it here in Dallas, I'd say for about 11 years maybe, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, I did it for about 6, so a total almost 20. The first 6 was done in Pittsburgh. That's where it started for me, my radio career, and then the other 11 here in Dallas, which was a big blessing, by the way. Moving to the South was the best decision I ever made in my life.
Nice.
That's how it started. Yeah. What was the other part?
Oh no, just I guess
Just
really
that.
how you got into being an on-air personality.
Okay. So like the whole breakdown.
Yeah.
My wife's I mean, my sister's husband, he's like, yo, I'm going to Duff's Business Institute. It's like a 2-year associate's degree type of business school. He's like, come with me. I was like, I don't want to go. He's like, come with me. He makes me go. I end up going. I graduate. During my time there, me and my brother performed because we rapped. So me and my brother had a rap group called Mano y Mano, and we did it for a long time. Recorded music with, like, not with Wiz, but like same studio as Wiz. We all grew up in Pittsburgh. Yeah, Mac Miller used to sit behind me when I used to host events. Okay? Like, not that me and Mac, after he got super famous, were like buddies. I'm not claiming that, but I'm just saying Mac crossed my path several times in my life living in Pittsburgh. Wiz crossed my path several times. Wiz more than Mac, but I'm just saying, whatever. So I was a rapper. It was time to get an internship. My internship teacher was like, go to WAMO, which was the radio station. Maybe they'll play your music. So I interned, ended up getting hired, worked there for a couple, like 4 to 5 years in the about 4 years in the office department of the station. Eventually, somebody from the radio department kept coming at me like, yo, you in the wrong department. What are you doing down here? Get your ass up here, be a radio personality, blah, blah, blah. Not even for my music, because the whole time I'm trying to get my songs played because I'm a rapper and I'm about to be a billionaire. Stop playing with me. I ended up getting the internship, right? So I went to the station, got the internship, worked there for a couple years. Eventually I got on the air. My radio career started. One day, after I'm making 6 figures, everything's dope, life is the shit, it's Pittsburgh, it's my city. My night show was #1 for like 4 or 5 years in a row. Like, literally, I was like, bro, I walked around with thousands of dollars in my pocket. Like, I lived the life. And one day I got a phone call, and they said, hey, we got a meeting tomorrow. I walked in there and found out everybody got let go because they sold the station.
Wow.
Like that. It's like that.
Man, 100 to 0 real quick.
Yeah, quick. Yeah. Gotta go. They fire everybody. Sorry, love you guys. Appreciate the years, but it's business, It's not personal, man. If you own something and you want to let it go, keeping 45 people employed is technically not your responsibility, and people shouldn't have to carry a responsibility like that if you have a business and you want to let it go, right? If any one of us has a business in the future and you want to let it go one day, don't you want that right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I took it in the chin, and for like 6-7 months was looking for work. Sent my stuff out to everybody. Like, was looking online. Got a phone call. John Candelaria at the time was the program director here in Dallas. He's like, yo, man, I saw your stuff online. I'm feeling your swag, your sound, blah, blah, blah. Come check it out. He flew me down. I auditioned, got the job. Rest is history.
So you kind of gave us the history of where you've been, how it got started, and what got you here to Dallas. But what's next for J Kruz? Tell us a little bit about your goals and your visions and your ambitions for your career.
I would say TV, even though I've done a fair amount of TV, but I've been working with the CW for 6 years as a side contractor through the years. Like, they've gone through changes themselves, and through changes in even different people working there, I've always survived, like, not that I worked for them, but I've always survived the
changes.
Yes, where, that guy, yeah, let's keep him. Yeah. Because I'm also not a big responsibility either. I'm an outside dude that comes in, does his thing, and leaves. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's easy to keep something like that around than an employee. So through the years, I've survived all that. And just last week, Entertainment News with Kruz every Wednesday on the CW, live Skype on their show.
That's dope, man. So now I got the pleasure of checking you out on social media. You mentioned doing your homework. So I saw a video of you rocking 3 different pair of sneaks. It looks as though you had the red 95, the Air Max 97 foam posits, as well as some black cats. Now, are you a sneakerhead?
Well, again, I'm a sneakerhead to the point where I cop certain sneakers that I like. If I get my hands on certain ones, it's cool. But am I professed in knowing their names and brands and what they are and what date and why they're special? Absolutely not.
Hey, you were dripping though. You were dripping. You were nice.
No. Style isn't brand, bro. I swear to God, I'll take you. Men have asked me. I've never had really time to do it. Men have asked me to take them shopping to help because they see me, they see how I dress, and I'll go to work and they be like, "Hey, Kruz, you think you could ever take me with you, man? I'd love to like dress more like you." And I'm not, I'm not being funny. This is like actual. And again, I've never really had an opportunity to do it or maybe set up a stylist website or shit like that. But I tried that video. I was doing a promo for somebody who sent me free merchandise.
Okay.
So that was just like me showing them love, but I wanted to be creative and do my first reel on Instagram. And I've been seeing those videos, and I have a pretty good understanding of just shooting and directing and cutting video to a certain extent. Again, I'm proficient at being creative with certain things, and I came up with it. It came out pretty good.
What's your favorite pair of shoes though? So I mean, do you have a favorite pair? Or you just like, hey, it's wherever the day take me.
There are some that I like more than others, but yeah, it's because every day is different, cuz. So like one day that those Air Forces or those Air Force Ones, the boot ones that I have, I love the way they feel, but the next day I'm tired. I don't want that no more. I want something else. You know what I mean? That's one reason I don't have tattoos.
Hey, commitment.
I get bored. Yeah, the commitment. I don't like it. Now, don't get me wrong. Wifey here.
I know. I got you.
Other than that, though, there's certain things. But like, I'm like, like if you ask me what's my favorite brand, like, yeah, I like all things. You know what I'm saying? I don't get too attached to like stuff like I think like stuff like that. But I mean, some Jordans are dope. Some are uncomfortable. But sometimes I'm gonna rock that uncomfortable shoe because it's not about me. It's about the look.
Absolutely, I feel the same way in my heels.
And I gotta exactly. And I gotta wear those
like a little drunk chicken by the end of the night, but I'm still cute though. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
What advice do you have for aspiring artists trying to make it in the industry? I know since you work directly with the radio station, I'm sure they always reach out to you and say, "Hey, can I get a spin?" What do you have? What kind of advice do you have for them?
My advice to you is you have to be a judge of yourself. Do you have something that should have time and money invested in it? Be honest and true to yourself. Don't be a fan. Be a hard critique of yourself. Be a hard critic. Give yourself a hard critique. Listen to your music. Compare it to other artists that you like, and honestly tell yourself, am I seeing that people like it enough for me to go and chase this dream and devote time and energy and money into it? Please figure that shit out for yourself before you go chasing it or asking other people for help and shit like that, because you should kind of know yourself if obviously you got something that should be pursued, should be furthered. Like, people organically get those signs. Trust me, people don't. It ain't like artists continue doing it when they don't get a sign that people like them. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't make any sense. Like, you keep doing something that nobody high fives you for, you're gonna keep doing it. So I feel like there's a lot of nonsense and noise out here, and everybody wants your money. So to all my artists out there, sit down and look at yourself and think of it as a product and a business. Like, do you have something that people actually like? Like, be totally honest with yourself and try to. If there's something there, then yes, pursue it. But try to make that decision for your own before you start letting other people make it for you.
Hey, J Kruz, are you one of those type of guys that would that tell a person straight to their face is trash, or would you give them a pass?
I would never, and I've learned that. Younger me would definitely be a little more. Okay, here's my point. Art is art. It's art. I swear. Like, I know it might be like blah 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 blah. I don't. Whatever. It's art, bro. It's art. A terrible painting is still art.
Oh,
I can
right.
still sell it. I can still post it. It is still my art. If I throw water on the wall and smack my hand on it and take a picture of it, that's my piece. What's it mean? It means pressure and pushing through things and water and nothing. I don't know. Whatever. It's art. So I will tell them what I think can help them. So if I think the music's terrible, that's fine. It's my opinion. I think it's trash. Okay, that's trash. But I will tell them, like, you need to, again, what I just said, figure out for yourself if people like it. Do enough people like it, bro? Be totally honest with yourself. Like, are your followers growing? Are people drawn to you? Does it seem like people leave comments and everybody wants more? You can see that for yourself. Nobody needs to show you that. You can see it with your own eyes. You can see it. You can see if people actually like you. And if you see that, then you have something going. That's like anything. You know, if I pitch something and it seems like people are going for it, then I'm gonna make more of it.
Do you have any favorite up and coming artists that really nobody knows about that you would like to let everybody know?
Ooh, that's a good question. It's funny because I'm gonna have to say no. I'm at a point where I sometimes discover guys, but I got a lot of shit going on. I'm not like sitting online searching through, like, again, younger me would be more like that. I'm not even going front right now, but you know, I've been focused on other things. I started making beats and shit like that, but I'm always listening, you know, people are always sending me music and stuff like that. Off the top of my head, KD, I'm sorry, I couldn't.
You actually broke Erica Banks for me. I was listening to you when you did the whole little thing. She's local, and what was it called? Bust It? I can't remember the actual name of the song.
Oh no, wait. That was P Skills.
Okay. Well, I heard that one.
That's dope because listen. P Skills is the new night show guy. KD, that used to be me. Okay, so that would have been me because I play in new songs all the night. So I could have gave you a list of guys that I came across. It's just right now. Recently, I just haven't come across any. You know, but YBN Corday to me is like, I'm a big fan of him. I like what he's doing. I really do like what he's doing, and I know people know him though.
He's dope.
But here's what it is. It's like there's so much. Back in the day, there was 4 mixtapes that was out, and that's all you needed to have. So you was on top of everybody who was out. Period. Right. Now it's impossible. There's no way you can stay on top of everybody who's buzzing. It's impossible.
No, it's impossible.
It's impossible because I'll get introduced to somebody like, yo, his name's Dick Harry. Oh, let me go check out Dick Harry. Dick Harry already has 3 million views, bro. Yeah, and I'm checking him out for the first time. Like, yo, who's this? Who's this dude? So it's way harder nowadays. I feel like because it's easier to. Technology has changed everything. It's easier to make music. It's easier to put it out. It's easier to become an artist. Not successful, but it's easier to do all these things. It's easier to just do it. So there's a lot more music out there and a lot more people singing that shouldn't be. There's a lot of people rapping that shouldn't be. There's a lot of people making music that shouldn't be. But it is still art and it's still their own. And it has every right to be there. Gotcha. For real.
Yeah. All right. So what is something most people probably wouldn't know about you?
I kind of speak 3 languages.
Kind of? Oh.
Yeah, I'm Dominican. I'm Dominican and Greek.
Okay.
So, me and my sister was born in New York. The first languages we spoke though growing up were Spanish and Greek. And then because we lived in those countries as well, but then we came back to the States, and like we had to have tutors and shit. But we American though, you know what I mean? We was born in like, it's funny because like we was born here and then we left, then we came back, but we didn't speak English. So we had to learn English or whatever, but my Spanish is pretty solid, not perfect, and my Greek is, I could definitely communicate and get around, and if I'm around it for a while, it starts coming back to me. So trilingual.
Okay.
What part of New York did you live in, or are you from?
Queens Astoria is where we were mostly, but I still have family there. My sister lives in Brooklyn. My sister lives in Brooklyn. My other cousin still lives in Queens. My mom lives in Miami. So we're spread out.
All right. So tell us, man, how has COVID impacted, you know, what you do professionally? It sounds like to me you got your hand in a lot of different pots.
I just started making beats, man. I'm telling you, I started making beats. I made like my 3rd beat so far. So I've been sending it to a couple people and stuff. Like, I keep telling myself I should have started years ago because I find it very interesting. And I'm not actually like playing instruments, but technology again has changed things where people were doing this before, but you know, beep beep, you sample that, you loop it, beep 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 beep, then you find do 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 do, then you put that in there, and then like beep beep do 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 beep beep do 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 beep beep do, you just made a beat. You know what I'm saying? And you put some snares in there. So, not to say that I'm gonna be the next Timberland in a couple years winning awards or whatever, but who knows?
Hey, so when are we gonna be able to hear some of these beats? When will the world
B, I'll send you some ASAP, cuz. Let's get this. I'm trying to make some money, man. Come on, man.
Well, you know, I really on the side. In case you didn't know, KT and I, we sing. So we might need to lay down, and then if he don't raps, so we might need to get in the studio and do a little something.
J Kruz, now don't get mad when I'm out there saying I broke J Kruz, man. I'm the one that, you know, I bubbled him up. You know what I'm saying? I put him on the radar.
Hey, listen, man, I'm all about it, because my thing is like, let's work, right? Because if y'all make a hit single, we all gonna eat, you know?
Right.
J Kruz, if Gemini Jones and I are singing on your song, you're not gonna make it, man. So don't even entertain that, man. I ain't gonna do you like that, man. We're gonna mess up all your money.
What credibility you currently have, we're gonna lose all of that.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, go ahead and sing right now, then. Let's see where it's gonna go.
You know, I've been sick. I've been. You know, I thought I had a little cold. I didn't have corona.
Gemini, I was believing you, Gemini. I was believing you.
I can't let you go out like that, J Kruz.
Let me hear a song.
Nah, yeah, you gonna make that man iPad battery die. It's just going, all the energy just going.
It's just gonna quit. Yeah, it's gonna die.
Wow, that's just wrong. All right, so Serge, what were you about to say?
Oh no, I was gonna ask him. You know, you have any like specific interest in outside of obviously music, obviously doing radio stuff? Do you have any other interests that keep you moving?
Yeah. Amani, Mateo, and Gino. They're 14, 10, and 7, and they're boys.
Do they play any sports? Because I could just imagine you being out at the game.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not the biggest guy, man, but I'm a loud person, bro. I'm loud. Like, I coach my 7-year-old's flag football team. They're like, it's like for 5 and 6 years old.
Yeah.
But I've been the coach for the last couple of years, and you know, nice. I mean, I'm good with the kids, but I'm loud. Everybody knows I'm loud. I don't need a whistle.
What about the other two boys? What do they play?
Well, no, Amani is my oldest, plays basketball. He's really into basketball. He plays all the time. He's gotten to the point where he could pretty much beat me nowadays. But
now, did you ever play any sports?
He's in high school, freshman?
Yeah, he is in 8th grade. He's 14, so he's going to 8th. Yeah.
Okay.
He's taller than me. You know, his shoulders are wider and all that, but I will punch his chest through his body straight up. Like, he's soft. Like, he don't want none of me. So you gotta let him know that. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't like, my thing is this: every person in life wants to have a better life for their children, right? In return, it creates a softer person than you are actually, and that's a fact. Period. You see it in rappers all the time. Have you seen rappers' children? They're never as tough as the dad, because they grew up in a mansion.
Yeah.
They didn't do what dad did. No, it's real talk. At 14, my dad been dead. My dad was dead. Mom was working 2 jobs. What? 14? He doesn't know nothing, but I don't want him to. I want him to be a child for as long as possible.
So now you talked about off air. We talked about, you know, moving into different areas, and you've definitely told us that you moved all around the world. Sounds like. So when you get kind of in your, you know, you're sticking your chest out. Am I seeing a New York J Kruz? Am I seeing a Pittsburgh J Kruz? Or you kind of got that southern, you know, what's happening?
I think it's a cultivation. It's cultivation. Does that make sense, Serge? Can I say that? Can I say cultivation?
Sir, you can.
I can say that, right? Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Let me sound, hold on. Excuse me. I think it's like a cultivation of many places, of a lot of places that I've been. Yeah, absolutely. I've learned so much, bro. Like, I remember before I moved here, I was scared. You know, I was an East Coast boy my whole life. Like, growing up, if it wasn't East Coast hip hop, it was whack. Period. You feel me? Like, I don't care where you Ice-T, Ice Cube, if it wasn't from New York, it was whack. If it wasn't East Coast, I didn't want to hear it. But there was that mentality. I was Mobb Deep. I was Fairmont. I was Exhibit. Well, I liked Exhibit, but he wasn't from
Benny
the East Coast.
Siegel.
Yeah, Beanie. I was just a East
Freeway.
Coast boy, right? Yeah, so like when the opportunity came to move here, I was a little scared. I was, because the culture, everything, the Southern, it just wasn't my niche. You know what I mean? And it was a learning curve. Like, for instance, I was in the club one night. That's when I saw her. She looked kind of, to me, she looked at it. Yeah.
And that's what everybody does. Everybody just bust out.
Yeah, wait on that one part.
But my thing is, I'm not making fun. I'm showing respect, because the first time I ever saw that or heard that song was here. The first time I got booked after I moved down here. You know, one thing in life, you just gotta have courage, man. You gotta go for things. I was terrified to move down here and start over. Terrified. A New York East Coast boy, I was like, oh my God, what am I doing in the South? No. But for real, because I was, you know, yeah. So I came here, but I hit the ground running. I was going to clubs. I was like, hey, where the promoters at? Hey, my name is J Kruz, new night show guy, 97.9 B. I'm an East Coast boy, but I'm down here, man. Let me know, man. Where you from is where you at. Holla at me. Pow. Shit, I was doing gigs for $100, whatever. Boom, $100, 2 hours. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Boy, you know, 2 years later, people coming up to me, man, it feels like you've been here forever. I'll be like, man, I'm just ripping and running. So,
right.
Gotcha. So you mentioned the CW. So tell us exactly what you do on the CW.
Through the years, I used to do a music segment where I would talk about up and coming artists. It was called The Underground. CK, if you would have called me during those times, I would have had a shitload of artists on my list. I used to do The Underground, and then I was a guest anchor on the actual morning show, like sat at the table with them 3 or 4 times, where I got to read off the teleprompter. That was a lot of fun, dope experience for me. A little nerve-wracking, because you're live and you're reading, and reading live is
harder than you think. Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough, because you have to get to the point that even when you mess up, you keep it moving. There is no like, can we start over? Oh my God. You know, it's not like
edit that out.
Yeah. You're live. There's none of that. It's just like going live on air, like talking, but TV is even more, because it's like, oh. So it was tough. So I've done that, and then just this. Usually they brought me in to interview certain people. I've done like street segments where I've been outside asking people questions. So just all around stuff like that, where I've done that kind of. And now, most recently, I'm doing a video chat with them about some like entertainment news from the studio to their studio. Most recently. Oh, and for the past 2 years, guys, the Vita Loca Morning Show, we were arguably the first actual live TV morning show, radio show, like at the same time. Like there's other radio shows that are shown on TV, but they're not actually live. Like we were, like I'd go like this, and this is what you see on TV while I was in the studio doing the morning show. So like the Cruise News, when I did the morning show, was live on TV. So if I messed up, if I said a word wrong, it happened. So that to me, that's a big accomplishment. And I know we didn't win any awards or anything, but it's a big deal to me.
For sure.
All right. So who is the most famous person to like one of your posts or follow you on Instagram?
Most recently, Sean King, the activist, Black Lives Matter.
Hey, that's what's up. I like that. That's much respect, for sure.
Brown, a light shade of yellow.
Beige. J Kruz.
If I had another fist, I'd put it up.
I got you, man. I'll throw up one for you. Hold on,
what about any artists? Any artists followed you? Or most famous, I guess?
Yeah, Big Sean. Me and Big Sean used to go back and forth a little bit. Most recently, no, he doesn't really respond anymore, but it's fine. I'm not tripping. B, why you laughing, B?
Because Big Sean got that new project out. His mind probably ain't.
Oh no, it's been longer than that. For the last couple of years, I haven't been able to get him to respond, but it's fine. It's a great relationship. It's not a big deal. I think Big Sean probably the biggest, because like me and Sean literally used to like text each other back and forth. Like as far as like famous, where I had like a solid, pretty cool. Big Sean would be the most famous, I would think. As far as like on social media platform. But I've had like through the years, I've had like some celebrities like maybe like a pic here and there, or like a comment, you know what I mean, stuff like that. But I don't, you know, I can't really recall all of them right now. It wasn't Jay-Z or Beyonce or nothing like that, so who cares? Or Drake. It wasn't Drake. It wasn't Drake. So you know, whatever. Who cares?
Especially Beyonce.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
that doesn't happen.
So I have a question. I went to New York a couple of years ago, and they have the best bodega sandwiches. So nothing in Dallas can compare to those sandwiches. But I'm going to ask you, what comes closest to New York bodega sandwiches to you?
That was a good question there, Katie.
You put him on the spot.
And look, I'm gonna be totally 100. Okay, my years in New York were younger. I didn't get to run the streets and just go to bodegas and buy sandwiches.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So my years in New York were a bit younger. Now I'll switch. Right. I'm gonna replace. Now I know about the bodegas when I go now. You feel me? Like I know when my cousins take me and stuff. But did I actually like have my favorite spot that I ran to? I didn't. No, I didn't. But let's talk pizza.
Okay. I'll take the pizza.
Because when I came here, that was pizza and Italian food was the biggest thing. Because like that was like, oh my God. And then you come here and you're like, ooh, what is this? What is it called? That Italian spot that people go to?
Olive Garden?
Olive what?
Garden?
What is that? Olive crack. Okay.
It is. I got sick the last time I ate there. I don't fool out.
But Gemini, that's not real. That's not real.
It's
Italian.
not.
It's not. Okay, so pizza. There's a spot on Main Street that I found that I was very pleasant, and they Serge used to be at that corner right by the club right there.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Are you talking about?
Right?
It's not Rocco's. Is it Rocco's?
You can go in and sit down. You can go in and sit down, and you go all the way in the back. We used to go after the clubs right there on Main Street. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of it, but pleasantly surprised here and there. But overall, pizza's not great a lot of times.
I agree. My favorite pizza spot here is Grimaldi's, but I've also never had good New York pizza. So.
Okay, but is there a good bodega sandwich spot here?
No, my favorite.
You're talking about Ravenna.
Ravenna? They have pizza.
Ravenna. That's the.
You looking it up, Serge? Don't cheat.
Yeah.
Pizza, because you're talking about Sky Bar.
Serge is looking it up.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I remember when they used to serve pizza from there. But no, the closest thing to a bodega sandwich is Jersey Mike's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jersey Mike's. All right.
Yeah, you'll have to try Jersey Mike's and let me know what you think.
Is it the special sauce?
No.
Is it the special sauce?
Look,
no, they have a special.
Yeah, they have, or it's a Jersey.
No, I feel you.
Yeah, it's Mike's way, but no, it's the meat for me.
Oh, it's the meat. Okay.
Oh man, you just keep saying it. Though. Y'all two over here, what kind of show is this? You got
you should hear us on Wednesdays.
Crazy.
All right, so let us know, or let everyone know, your social media handles, and then any shout outs that you might have.
Social media at J Kruz on there. That's the letter J K RUZ. So J Kruz on there on pretty much everything. On Facebook, it's J Kruz on there 97.9. My new TikTok is J_Kruz KRUZ. I put that new video that B brought up about me changing outfits and stuff on there. You know, it's already got hundreds of hits, and we're booming. So
I like that.
Yeah, so it's J Kruz on there. I follow back, and
shout outs.
You know, shout outs to 97.9 and B for the opportunity to move in here. Shout outs to CW for the love. Shout outs to you guys. I followed you guys, and I've been hearing a lot of the segments. I like it. Shout out to the intro song. That was dope.
Yeah.
Was it 4 minutes long? Was it 4 minutes long?
2. It's like a real track, man.
Oh my God! I was like, yo, it was there. I was like, wait, is this the intro? I was like, wait. I was like, oh, it's a radio station. They play songs. No. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's not. Okay. No, I'm just kidding.
We do everything. And I just like to point out that I host. So when you need a co-host on some things, you know,
Okay.
I got you. I'm the hostess with the mostest that does the mostest.
Yeah, you do the
Now,
most.
Shut up.
Just as you could go. I don't know. Do you ever go out and host stuff like events and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just saying, like, go out there and, like, you know, give more. I didn't know if you wanted to, like, host advice. Like, you just go out there, get these gigs, be aggressive, tell them you want to host shit for free, get a couple gigs, show them what you got, and then you start getting paid for it. That's all I was doing. You know.
Yes.
I was about to go into the whole preach mode for a second. Like, yo, listen, this is what you need to be doing. If you're serious.
No, but
about
I was really
hosting
just
shit.
trying to co-host with you, like.
Okay, like, yeah. No, I said, well, I'd be honest, ain't nothing popping right now. Everything's like this.
Right. We can co-host some dating. Me and KD.
Yeah.
Some
Let me
dating stuff.
bring me in. I'll be a guest. I'll be more of a every once in a while guest. Like, Kruz is back, and then y'all be like, man, we can't get rid of this motherfucker, man. He keeps jumping in these Zooms. Stop sending him the link. Damn.
We gonna look up. We're like, how you get here?
Right.
Well,
All right.
I know I'm the one obviously that hit you up, and you know, I let the, you know, we've been.
Oh wait,
obviously-
I'm sorry. Hold on. My last shout out to that guy right there. That's my man right there.
Appreciate that, man.
Through the years, we've been through a lot, and he himself has given me a lot of opportunities, because he's put some money on the line sometimes, and sometimes it didn't work out, ladies and gentlemen, but I still got paid, and that's why we like it.
That's all that matters, right?
Because you're a good businessman, honest business.
I appreciate
Let me find out, Serge. Let me find out.
Yeah, thank you for that. Now, you know, we've obviously been doing a lot of collaborations with, you know, some local athletes, local artists. Like, do you know Shy Speaks? I think you do. You probably know. Yeah. We had her on last week. We did a really dope show with her. So just the fact that, you know, we've been trying to come up with our own individual, you know, people that we can reach out to and come on. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can reach out to J Kruz, and, you know,
absolutely.
Shit. So definitely want to say thank you, man. Appreciate you coming on and, you know, taking some time away from your daily life to get on with us, and hopefully, you know, down the line, bring you back on too.
Everything's open and people are doing so much right now. I'm so busy. So yeah, guys, this. You know what? I gotta go now. I gotta go right now because it's so busy.
Pittsburgh don't play till Monday night, man. No, Pittsburgh don't play till Monday night. So we
play tomorrow. I might watch the Cowboys a little bit at 7:20 when they go on. I watch them a little bit. I see what go on. I see what's going on with those Cowboys. But no, I appreciate your time too, guys, and I enjoy getting interviewed because, like I said, I'm usually the one doing the interviewed. So it's nice to be interesting enough to want to be interviewed, humble enough as I don't know. You know, it's cool.
All right. Well, we certainly appreciate our guest today on episode 13 of the SLT Collaboration, J Kruz from 97.9 The Beat. That's right. And stay tuned because we have some more collaborations coming up real soon.
Appreciate y'all already.
Yeah.